your source for entertainment news both in Gator Nation and around the country. I'm Kaylea Konoval, and I'm here with our political correspondent, Sam Speedy. Thank you so much for coming out today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So Hollywood and Washington have always been sort of allies, you could say, but lately it's getting really difficult to tell who's a celebrity and who's running for office.
Yeah, absolutely. It started with Donald Trump announcing his candidacy for president. We're more used to seeing him on hosting a game show or offering up his unsolicited opinions of Roseanne. And now we're seeing him on these primetime CNN debates really fighting all these other legitimate candidates for the presidency.
It's very mind-blowing, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, this isn't anything really new. We've seen this with other celebrities turned president, Ronald Reagan. We've also seen this with Arnold Schwarzenegger running for governor of California, where everybody's kind of confused at first, but then, I mean, it works out for them, so that's
it worked out for them, which scares me a little bit, because
yeah.
Donald Trump, it's like every single shocking thing, every new shocking thing he says, another one of my family members calls me and tells me that they're voting for Donald Trump, which is so terrifying to me.
I mean, he's doing something right, I guess. But yeah, we've definitely seen some celebrity tweets as well, supporting their candidates.
Yeah.
We've seen Uzo Aduba supporting Hillary Clinton on Twitter. We've seen Danny DeVito supporting Bernie Sanders on Twitter. We've also seen Dennis Rodman shouting out Donald Trump for president. So what do you think the breakdown is? Like, who's voting for who?
Okay, so I would say Hillary Clinton has more of these really like headlining acts supporting her. She has Beyonce on her side, which arguably could win her the presidency
100%.
on its own. She also has Taylor Swift. She has Snoop Dogg. She has all these really big names. She's like the Coachella of candidates, where everyone is like glamorous and well-spoken. And
flower crowns.
Flower crown. They have like loose curls that they had to pay someone to get.
Yeah.
And then Bernie Sanders is more of like a Burning Man tier candidate, where everyone who's endorsing him is like a little mysterious.
Dangerous.
A little bit dangerous. You don't know exactly what they were doing. There's no photo evidence, but like, you know they were there.
Yep.
And for whatever reason, they're pretty cool. So that's kind of like that's Mark Ruffalo, Lil B, Danny DeVito, America's Sweetheart. And then Donald Trump has more of like the in memoriam video at the Oscars.
Crowd.
It's definitely an older crowd. People your parents might know.
Yeah, we've also seen a lot of candidates trying to get on late night shows. We saw Hillary Clinton on SNL recently, and that was a really good sketch. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see that?
I loved it.
Oh, it was hilarious. I love when candidates poke fun at themselves because, you know, it makes them seem more relatable, you know. And also, like with, she made fun of herself for not supporting gay marriage sooner. That was really funny, and that's good to see candidates owning up to things like that because, you know.
For sure. It was definitely a good publicity move on her part. The people like to see that the candidates are people too.
Right.
So poking fun at herself, great way to do that. It's been shown in the polls before that if you are on SNL and you poke fun at yourself, you will get a higher public opinion. Even Mitt Romney was able to do that by going on SNL. Although I'll say it's going to be very difficult for Hillary Clinton to convince people, A, that she's not at least part robot, but B, she's competing against Barack Obama, who's arguably the most charming president of all time.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
How can you do it?
Yeah, but also we keep seeing candidates on these late night shows. Also, Bernie Sanders was recently on The Late Show.
Yeah.
Who do you think they're trying to appeal to?
I think by going on late night shows, they're definitely trying to appeal to younger audiences. Candidates are realizing that millennials are really going to determine this election. For the first time in history, young people outnumber old people. Millennials outnumber baby boomers. And we have people in this race like Donald Trump who are going to scare younger people into voting. So it's become really important for candidates to win over millennials, because if they get the millennial vote, they'll take the whole vote.
And it's awesome to see your favorite celebrity maybe supporting a candidate that you're really interested in, or even just convinces you to look up the candidates and get more involved in, you know, who's going to be running for office and things like that. So that's really important for especially millennials who don't vote as often as maybe they should. So.
Yeah, I know for me, seeing people like Will Ferrell come out, a huge list of people recently came out supporting Bernie Sanders, and it immediately made me go look up and be like, what is this guy all about? And that's kind of being reflected in his campaign so far. He recently surpassed 1 million donations, and that's amazing for a grassroots campaign to get 1 million individual donations. that's a really big deal.
Right, and there's no doubt that social media has played a huge part in this upcoming election. So it's definitely going to be an exciting race to the White House this year. Thank you so much, Sam, for coming in today.
Thank you again for having me.
Don't forget you can subscribe to our channel, and also you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Chomix the Bite.